This is Carmen, and I'm Daryl, and we're doing the Southwest Coast Path unrushed. Here we go then. Starting the walk.
Still full of energy.
I know. You nervous?
Yes.
Yeah. Me too. Like most people, we're starting our walk in Minehead, Somerset. But we're breaking up the 630-mile odd journey into smaller chunks. The main reason we're doing it this way, we want to see and enjoy the places that we're walking through and spending time in. The other reason is that just 30 days before, I'd finished a 6-week course of radiotherapy. So this was going to be my pathway back to fitness, and honestly, I didn't know how I was going to cope. It's a nice flat bit after the first little hill, just a nice little warm-up. So peaceful. After a nice stroll along the prom, it's a grind up the hill to the top of Exmoor. Hello. But once you made your way up there, join the Exmoor ponies and enjoyed the views across to Wales, it's a slow, steady climb up to Bossington Hill. From here, we scrambled our way down the hill into Bossington and then onto our final destination of Porlock for the night. Yeah. That third of a mile took ages. We'd left Minehead about 8:30 and bought some pasties on our way out. We arrived in Bossington just after 1:30 in time for a late packed lunch.
All the chimneys sticking out.
Oh, goats. Yeah. Yeah. With time to spare before our B&B opened at 4 o'clock, we had a little walk round Bossington Village and then took a detour down to Porlock Beach. It's quite eerie out here, isn't it? It's really different landscape. We were doing this section of the path in early April. The only downside was that some winter storms had blocked the path along the wooded section coming out of Porlock, and that meant we were going to take an inward diversion. Now this actually worked for us because we were breaking this section into 2 8-mile chunks. First of all to County Gate, where we could catch the bus to Linton, where we were staying for 2 nights, and then to work our way back and do the second section. Oysters for breakfast? Yeah. Luckily, the landslides didn't prevent us from doing one of the most interesting sections of the path. The tolls at Worthy, it's like something out of a Hobbit movie. The tunnels created by Ada Lovelace onto the estate beyond. And then onto the tiny little hamlet of Colborne with the church and a couple of small buildings. It was absolutely beautiful. Bloody noisy with all these lambs. We've been gradually following the diversion and moving slightly inland, but luckily for us this was taking us on our way to the bus stop at County Gate, and where we'd leave Somerset and move into Devon.
Feeling good? See, you made it to Devon. Oh, let's go back to Somerset again. Okay.
The bus drops you back into Lynmouth at the bottom of the valley. We dodged the fudge shops and other tourists that were there and made our way to the water-powered light railway that was going to take us up the hill. Don't worry, we are going to do that section of the hill, just not today.
Don't like the look of tomorrow's walk quite as much now. I need one of these on the other side.
With the path closed partway along, we elected to walk our way back from Linton, down the hill, into Lynmouth, and then make our way all the way up to Porlock Point. From here, we turn inland, walk down through the village and onto the Coleridge Way, back through Watersmeet, and make our way back to Lynmouth and Linton.
Coast Guard shelter or something. Or, actually it might have been a gun point.
It's day 4 and the body's holding up okay. No blisters, just the normal aches after a long day walking, but that gets shaken off pretty quickly. So we're moving on, and again we're going to split the journey up into 2 halves. We're going to make the way first of all through the Valley of Rocks and onto the Headland Valley, where we're going to stop overnight before moving on to Combe Martin. It's just too much of a long stretch, and there's so much to see and enjoy along this part of the route. There's some steady climbing as you make your way from the Valley of Rocks and Lee Bay. Absolutely spectacular views, a really gorgeous part of the coastline. Before finally you reach Heddon's Mouth and then make the long descent down into Heddon's Valley. We spent the night at the Hunter's Inn, had a great meal and a really big breakfast before setting on the next day, and that meant climbing back up the hill out of the valley and back onto those high cliff tops again. After a spectacular walk along the cliff tops, you drop down the valley right to the bottom and then back up again with a long climb up the Great Hangman.
Where's your rock? Oh, you didn't bring one? Oh man.
From there, it's pretty much downhill all the way into Combe Martin. There's only a couple of pubs, so make sure you book up. There's not that many places to eat there, but it's a good place to stop at the end of the day. We always try to get in by sort of 3 or 4 o'clock, give ourselves a chance to clean up, freshen up for the next day and go and have something nice to eat for it. This is a pretty short section. It's only just over 5 miles long, so we're going to get in just before lunchtime, and that gives us plenty of time to do some exploring around Ilfracombe, which is a place I haven't been to since I was about 7 or 8 years old.
There's no way getting down to that beach.
Not without a kayak.
No. There's Verity.
Oh yeah.
So here we are. It's our final day and we're finishing with a bang. An absolute beauty of a walk from Ilfracombe round to Woolacombe. Some high cliffs, some beautiful little bays, some moorlands, lighthouses, and we finally make a turn at Mort Point and start the journey south.
Yeah. Somebody's swimming.
Oh yeah. but that's fresh. Come on in. Oh! Sorry. Oh, look at that. There's our end point. Wow.
So that's it. Our first week is done and it really was spectacular. It's a part of the coast that not a lot of people talk about, that part of North Somerset and North Devon. But it's absolutely beautiful and I'm so glad we got to finish this first section. We hope to be back soon and move on to the section heading south and to the west. I hope you enjoyed the film. We definitely benefited from doing these shorter stints. They really worked for us, gave us time to relax, but also to enjoy the places we were visiting. If you've done this part of the walk, please share your thoughts in comments. We'd love to hear what you thought about it. If you enjoyed the film, please give us a like, and if you want to see more content like this, then please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.